Today I'm going to be using this Fuchsia Sunset Decor transfer from Redesign. And this one comes in 2 long sheets. So you want to carefully unroll them as they have a white protective backing on the back side. I'm going to put the top sheet to the side, and then I'm just going to start by cutting around the different flowers and designs on this transfer. Now, I really like the colors on this one, and the project I'm going to be working with is a little smaller, so when we have a large sheet like this, sometimes I like to just start by cutting the different sections so I just have a better idea of how to lay them. But if you have watched us do some other projects before, like the welcome boards, you're going to leave the sections a little larger. So I grabbed these clear organizing drawers from the Dollar Tree, and I have 6 of them. I took 2 and sat them side by side. And now you want to remove the backing from the transfer. Once you remove that and you lay it down, you can not lift it up. This is sticky, and if you were to just pull this up, you would ruin the transfer. I have a wooden stick that comes with each transfer. And I like to start by just going around the edges. So I fold them down and rub along the edge here. And once I have that, then I go to my flat surface on top. And you just want to rub it until you feel that the clear sheet is lifting from the design. And you don't want to force it. It should lift very nicely. And I like the idea of putting it on these clear organizing drawers because they're plastic and the transfer will stick to these very nicely and easily. So I feel like it's a good beginner project. And then I just rub around the edges where the drawers disconnect. Now, before I go any further, I decided to take some E6000, and these drawers are stackable, so I just glued them together. I felt like this would be easier when applying the transfer. So I stacked 3 on top of each other. And then I did the same to the ones on the right side, and then I glued them together side by side. Now, the key with the E6000 is you need to let this cure for several hours. So that's what I did. And then once it was dry, I was able to work with it a little easier. I have this other design that I'm going to put on the one side here. And again, I like to start around my edges. And then some of it peeks to the front of the drawers, so I'm just focusing on that. And you're just going to rub it until the clear sheet is lifting from the design. Now, we have done many different projects with these decor transfers. You could find those on chalkitupfancy.com or also on our YouTube channel as well. And now when you're working with the drawers, you just want to pull them open and just rub the decor transfer down so you don't get any lifting. And you also want to make sure you're rubbing in between the indentations where the drawers are stacked. Now, depending on what surface you apply these to, there may be a different process, so make sure you check out those videos. And then I applied another transfer to the right side of the drawers. And now I'm just going to take another flower and just put it in the center of my stacking drawers here. And what's nice about these transfers is you can layer them. And now this part may be a little tricky to some because you have all the drawers, so you have a lot of the indentations, but you just want to make sure you're just rubbing in all of the grooves. And then you just want to make sure it's rubbed down. And again, I just open each drawer, and when I open the drawer, I just rub around the edges and just make sure everything is laying nicely. And lastly, I'm just going to stick this bumblebee right on top of the flowers here. And now this may be a little busy for some people. I was just showing you how you can apply the transfer. You can do as little or as much of the design as you'd like. And guys, we have many different transfers. Those can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, we have done several different projects with these as well. And there you go. Now we have this clear organizing container that you guys can get from the Dollar Tree and dress it up with the transfers. I hope you enjoyed this project. Paint products and other transfers and tissue paper can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can check out other tutorials over on our YouTube and our webpage as well. Have a great day.